Hello everyone, welcome to the ITLS Academy. In today's lecture, we'll be talking about the culture media. So, culture and the media, beginning the lecture with the culture. Culture is the term given to the microorganisms that are cultivated in the lab for the purpose of identifying and studying them, whereas the medium refers to the term given to the combination of ingredient that will support the growth and cultivation of microorganisms by providing all the essential nutrients required for the growth and multiplication in order to cultivate these microorganisms in large number in order to study them. So, culture media is used to grow bacteria or any other microbes and can be used to enrich the numbers of the bacteria, used to select for certain bacteria and suppress others, differentiate among different kinds of bacteria. And here, the need for culture media is usually essential to obtain a culture by growing the organism in an artificial medium. If more than one species or type of organism are present, each requires to be carefully separated or isolated in a pure culture. So basically what happens, there are numerous methods. Here we are talking about in your culture media that is used in your food microbiology analysis, food analysis. So methods of enumerating microorganisms of food are mainly bacteriological, since foods are most often spoiled because of the bacterial growth. However, yeast molds and viruses sometimes also causes the food to spoil. There are several ways to enumerate microorganisms. This has been discussed in just your previous lecture of food microbiology analysis. There, I have told you about different techniques for the enumeration of microbiological pathogens in your food. So, there are variety of culture-based techniques can be used to determine the number of microbes in the sample. In your previous lecture, let me remind you one thing, that in your previous lecture I have told you about four techniques for enumeration of the bacteria. That is for based on your standard plate count method, your most probable number method, your direct microscopic count method, and yes, lastly is your dye reduction test method. So these were the four tests that I have been four techniques that I have been discussed in your previous lecture. So in continuation with that lecture, today I'll be taking you your culture media, and what are the culture medias could be used for the enumeration of the those food spoiling microbes. So, a variety of culture based techniques can be used to determine the number of microbes in the sample. A major assumption of such method is that under suitable condition, an individual viable microbial cell will be able to multiply and grow to give a visible change in the growth media. That is example, a colony on agar based medium or turbidity cloudiness in the liquid medium could be easily shown, and you can depict the growth of pathogen or food spoiling microbes that were present. So talking with first one is your simple media. Simple media is your normally basal media or culture media which contain the minimum adequate nutrition for non-fastidious organism. For example, we can take your nutrient broth, you can take your nutrient agar, your peptone water is your simple media which generally provides the particular exact nutrients for the particular growth of the microorganism. When 2 to 3% of the agar is added in the nutrient growth, then it is known as the nutrient agar. For semi-solid media, agar concentration is used to be decreased, and we can use 0.2 to 0.4% for getting the semi-solid media. Uses, if we can talk, this is basis for the most of the media used in the study of common pathogenic bacteria. It is used for subculture or certain organism. In your previous lecture, I have told you about certain standard plate count method. In that method, we were serially diluting our microbes. Then we were plating on the petri plates, that would be on agar plate, by two methods, your spread plate method and your spread plate method and pour technique method. So in that culture media, that media could be your nutrient agar media, or you can take that in nutrient broth media. Your first one is your nutrient agar media. In this, you require a beef extract of 3 gram, peptone of 5 gram, agar 15 gram, and distilled water for making the agar nutrient media up to 1 liter. Suspend ingredients in distilled water and melt agar by gentle boiling. Dispense into suitable flask or bottle and sterilize 15 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius. And final pH of that nutrient agar media should be pH 7.3. So many of the culture method make use of a solidified medium within a petri plate, and the three most important procedure involving the in plate counts is your strict dilution plate method, your split plate method, and your lastly is your pour plate method. In strict dilution method, let me remind you, the sticking a plate of for single colonies is one of the most important basic skill in microbiology. A sterile inoculation loop is used to strike the organism over surface of the medium, and the aim is to achieve a single colony at some point on the plate. Your spread plate method, again let me remind you that this method is used with cells in suspension either in the liquid growth medium, or you can take in an appropriate sterile dilution. It is one of the method of quantifying the number of viable cells in a sample after appropriate dilution. You can use your L-shaped glass spreader in sterilized by the end of the spreader in a beaker containing a small amount of 70% volume by volume alcohol, allowing the access to drain the spreader and the igniting the remainder in the Bunsen burner. After cooling, the spreader is used to distribute the known volume of the cell suspension across the plate. Again, you can use this media for pour plate technique also. This procedure also use the cell in suspension but required the molten agar, usually in screw cap bottles containing sufficient medium to prepare a single petri plate maintained in a water bath at 45 to 50 degrees Celsius. For this, a known volume of cell suspension is mixed with this molten agar, distributing the cells throughout the medium. Then is then poured without delay into an empty sterile petri plate and incubated, giving widely spaced colonies. So colonies are formed within the medium. They are far smaller than those on the surface strict method, allowing the higher cell number to be counted. But along with this technique is also having some disadvantages. The typical colony morphology seen in surface grown culture will not be observed for those colonies that develop within the agar media. Some of the suspensions will be left behind the screw cap bottles also. Next is your nutrient broth. Nutrient broth ingredient generally requires your beef extract, your peptone, and the distilled water. For making a 1 liter of nutrient broth, you need a beef extract of 3 gram and peptone of 5 gram. You have to heat all the ingredients to dissolve and dispense into the tubes or flask and autoclave all the tubes and flask for 15 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius, and the final pH should be 6.7 to 0.2. Next is your Luria Bertoni media. This is again the liquid, also a liquid media. For this, you need your yeast extract. For making a 1 liter of LB media, you need a yeast extract of 5 gram, tryptone of 10 gram, NaCl of 10 gram. Again, you have to heat all the ingredients to dissolve, dispense into the tubes or flask, and autoclave for 15 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius, getting the final pH of 6.7. Next is your peptone water diluent. For this you need to for this media you need peptone of 1 gram, distilled water of 1 liter, and have to maintain the pH of 7. Sterilize for 15 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius. The media is used chiefly as the basis for the carbohydrate fermentation media. Nutrient broths may contain a small amount of sugar derived from the meat, and it is essential that the basal medium to which various carbohydrates are added for fermentation test should be free from natural sugars. It is also used to test the formation of indole and culture of organism for demonstration of motility. Next is your violet red bile agar media. The media consists of yeast extract, peptone, glycate, sodium chloride, bile salt, lactose, neutral red, crystal violet, agar, and distilled water. And the specification is given for 1 liter, making 1 liter media. Generally, violet red agar bile agar media is used for the detection of coliform bacteria. Now, coliform bacteria, let me tell you, is a gram-negative, non-spore forming bacilli, usually found in human and animal intestine. They usually ferment lactose to acid and gas. Coliform test being carried out to the test the presence of enteropathogenic bacteria such as your Salmonella, Shigella, and others. The test normally using coliform bacteria as indicator because they are able to survive for extensive period of time in the environment, relatively easy to cultivate in the laboratory, and numerous E. coli is the most important indicator organism within the group. So for this, we have to suspend all the ingredients in the distilled water and allow to stand for a few minutes. Mix thoroughly and adjust the pH to 7.4 and heat with the agitation and boil for 2 minutes. Do not sterilize. Prior to use, cool to 45 degrees Celsius and use as a plating medium. After solidification, add a cover layer above the agar of approximately 3 to 4 ml to prevent surface growth and spreading of colonies. The molten violet red bile agar is added. The food is added to the petri dishes. Then the agar is allowed to harden, poured in the plate. The plate is then incubated at 35 degree for 18 to 24 hours, and the positive result shows the dark red colonies with the surrounding zone of precipitated bile at least 0.5 mm in diameter. The positive result could also you can also go for the gram staining smear, and if suppose there exists a coliform bacteria in it, will give you the gram negative result and non-sporing ring. Next is your plate count agar, the standard method agar, PCA method. Plate count agar is generally used for the detection of the test of the mesophilic bacteria. Your mesophilic bacteria is a bacteria that can grow at the optimum temperature of between 20 degree to 50 degrees Celsius. However, many mesophils have an optimal temperature of about 37 degrees Celsius, correspond to human body temperature. Many of the normal resident microorganisms of the human body such as Escherichia coli are mesophils. Testing methods for mesophilic bacteria generally requires your PCA media, the dehydrated yeast extract of 2.5 gram. We have to use the diptone, pancreatic digest of casein 5 gram, glucose 1 gram, agar 15 to 18 gram, and distilled water for making 1 liter of media. Adjust the pH to 7. Dispense in 15 ml portion in the tubes of flask. Sterilize all the tubes for 15 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius. Before use, melt the medium completely in boiling water and keep the tubes of flask in water bath for at 45 to 48 degrees Celsius. So aliquots from serially diluted samples, suspensions are either pour or surface plated using on selective media such as your plate count agar media. However, PCA is recommended for the colony forming unit determination. The temperature and time of plate incubation required for the colonies to develop differ with the microbial groups being enumerated. For mesophilic bacteria, normally incubation temperature you required is 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. It is next, last one is your Baird-Parker medium. The basal medium generally consists of tryptone of 10 gram, beef extract of 5 gram, yeast extract 1 gram, glycine 12 gram, lithium chloride 5 gram, agar 20 gram, and yes, 950 ml of distilled water. Suspend all the ingredients in 950 ml of distilled water, boil to dissolve completely. Dispense 95 ml portion in a screw cap bottle and autoclave 15 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius, and the final pH should range between 6.8 to 7.2 at 25 degrees Celsius. This medium is generally used for the testing of Staphylococcus bacteria because certain strains of Staphylococcus like Staphylococcus aureus can grow on food and produce heat stable enterotoxins which cause the food poisoning. Main characteristics of Staphylococci is it is a gram positive bacteria, and it gives a positive test for oxidase catalase test, and some strains are coagulase test, but some are coagulase negative. Several methods involving direct plating or enrichment techniques have been proposed for the detection of coagulase positive staphylococci in food, and the testing method for staphylococci is generally the medium used for this staphylococci is Baird-Parker agar medium. In this medium, it's contained all the nutrients that staphylococci required. The presumptive test is required when greater than 100 of Staphylococci aureus per gram are expected. The direct plating of a diluted sample on Baird-Parker medium followed by the incubation for 30 hours at 37 degrees Celsius is recommended. The result shows Staphylococci grow on this media as a black colony surrounded by a clear zone. And for this you can also go for the confirmatory test, and these tests includes the utilization of glucose anaerobically, which separates the Staphylococci aureus from other species of Staphylococci. The ability to produce coagulase, which separates the Staphylococci aureus from other species of Staphylococci. Now, how to carry out coagulase test? Let me tell you in short. The test involves the inoculation sample into blood serum and incubation for certain period under certain temperature to determine coagulation of the serum. You can also go for the confirmatory test for gram staining, which gives you the gram positive bacteria. Thank you for being with us. For more information, please log on to our website www.itlsacademy.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn. And yes, do not forget to subscribe our channel ITLS Academy at YouTube.